This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. In the last episode, we finally made it to Telos, but we got, oops, there we go. But we got, let's answer this call. It's being a little bit annoying. Or at least get to the screen. In the last episode, we finally made it to Telos, but we were forced into house arrest because they believe... some got in my throat. Because they believe we destroyed the Paragus mining facility on purpose. Hey, we didn't fire any shots. It was those crazy Sith assassins. But anyway, we've been forced to stay here, answering calls and resting to kill time. And we were almost assassinated last episode too. But yeah, the guy who had a gun and everything wasn't able to beat 3 people using their fists. Pretty pathetic. Anyway, let's take a call from the Czerka Corporation and see what they have to say. Looks like 2 different sides are trying to get my attention.
I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Czerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. I am attempting to connect you with Executive Officer Jana Lorso. May I put you through?
Sounds like they're going to try and twist my arm like the Chobo Habat or whatever, who wanted us to help with the restoration. Perhaps the Czerka Corporation has a different point of view. Who knows? What does she want?
I am sorry, but I do not know. I am only her administrative assistant. May I put you through?
Then what good are you? Bam! And then just force blast him on the other side of the phone. No, let's go. Let's talk to him. Who knows? Maybe they have
I will connect you now. Good day.
Maybe they have a different point of view.
Thank
like
you for
maybe.
accepting my call. As my assistant no doubt informed you, I am Jana Lorso.
Wow, what's with the tattoos, lady?
I understand that you were approached by an Ithorian earlier. Doubtless he tried to obtain your help, attempting to purchase it with imposed guilt and veiled threats.
I don't remember him threatening us at all, or guilting us as well. At least I don't remember. I mean, he told us what he felt. I guess that's imposed guilt. Yeah, exactly. I don't recall him threatening me.
Oh, and I suppose he didn't mention the exchange, helping you with any problems here? In other words, the Ithorians won't lead the exchange to you if you work with them.
No, he didn't mention anything like that at all.
Well, no matter. My apologies. I never intended to waste your time discussing Ithorians.
Yeah, we don't want to discuss the Thorians because the comics and the extended universe don't mention them much either. Except for that one
you're
Jedi.
A person of influence, someone I'd like on my side, rather than aiding the Ithorians, whose quasi-mysticism and bumbling foolishness is standing in the way of progress and profit. I'm not asking for your help, though. I'm offering you a job. Work for Czerka and be handsomely rewarded. You'd be helping yourself. If you're interested, please visit our offices here in Residential 082. B44 will know what to do when you arrive.
At least Chobo or whatever, Habat came to actually see me. You just talked to me over the phone because you don't want to waste your time, apparently. Alright, well, let's see. What sort of work are we talking about? I'll come by when I can. I understood, how are the Ithorians in the way of things?
Their plans for the restoration of Telos are aimless and meandering. Restore the sacred natural beauty of Telos, they say. Just what does that mean? How does that apply to natural resource development and consumption? The proper planning of urban sectors, resorts and tourism? It doesn't. The Ithorians are spending billions of Republic credits on a plan with no defined profit. If it continues, they'll drive the Republic into irreparable debt and have nothing to show for it but a few meadows and a weather generator the size of a small continent.
Have you ever talked about restoration before, lady? Of course they don't really think about the profit in that. And the fact she talks about making fun of quasi-mysticism. You're talking to a Jedi. I don't think you know who you're talking to, lady. What sort of work are we talking about?
I'd rather discuss that in person. I'll be more than happy to answer any and all questions when you visit our offices.
Maybe.
Excellent. Good luck with that messy investigation, and I hope to see you shortly.
We should get back to bed. Whenever they decide to release us, we should get going immediately.
Yeah, you're right. Alright, let's go to... Or meditate, not actually sleep in a bed. That would take too much programming to have us laying down on the bed.
Explain something to me.
I do not have
resting
the
dead people.
years required, nor the desire to indulge you.
If she
Ouch,
served in
what a
the
burn.
war, well, Jedi are supposed to be tough, capable.
Yes, and what are they without the Force? Take the greatest Jedi Knight, strip away the Force, And what remains, they rely on it, depend on it more than they know. Watch as one tries to hold a blaster, as they try to hold a lightsaber, and you will see nothing more than a woman, or a man, a child.
But to lose so much, I guess I didn't realize how much they relied on it.
Do not be surprised. In many ways, even you are more capable than a Jedi. You could survive where they could not, simply because you do not hear the Force as they do. It is irony of a sort, and it is why I tolerate your presence now.
But such a loss of ability, for a Jedi, it seems so extreme.
She has been gone from war some time. It is conflict that strengthens us, and isolation that weakens us, erodes us. Add to that she turned away from war, did all that she could to forget it, and the last piece clicks into place. But we have spoken enough of this, and we do her a disservice by not speaking of this while she is present.
I am present. I'm just meditating, and I somehow heard it because we're aware of the plot that happened.
I've come to inform you that the Talosian government has completed its inspection of what's left of the Paragus facility. It appears that the Harbinger had indeed been present, though it was gone when our ships arrived and was responsible for the station's destruction. Logs recovered from the facility's wreckage indicated that the miners perished as a result of sabotage, which began while you and your companions were either incapacitated or incarcerated. As such, you are to be released from house arrest. However, the Republic is sending its own ship. They have insisted that you remain on station for the duration of their search.
So I've been relegated not guilty for facts, and yet we're still told to stay behind. Great. And you gotta give the game credit for that scene with Kreia and Atten, that it actually talks about the fact that depending on the situation, a regular man or woman is much more capable than a Jedi. I don't know, I just like the fact that the game actually straight out states that Jedi aren't the end-all to beat-all, yet technically they are, depending on what writer or story you're talking about. But I think it's cool that they at least indicate that regularly capable humans like your scoundrels, your Han Solos, or your Boba Fett's are just as important to the world, not just all Jedi. Especially when someone who's lost their Force abilities. I don't know, I thought that scene was pretty cool. That's why they have some pretty solid writing in this game, I think. But anyway, why is the Republic sending a ship?
To further investigate the station's destruction and search for their missing ship, the Harbinger.
How long will I have to stay?
The sojourn is already en route, likely not more than a few standard days. Feel free to use these quarters during your stay.
Well, thanks for the free room, at least, even though I was temporarily a prisoner for a few days before. Is the Hebron Hawk still impounded?
The vessel's IND is complete. Please visit the TSF station and entertainment module 081 to complete the necessary paperwork at the front desk.
The Ebon
Oh,
Hawk
good.
should be
Red
transferred
tape.
from the impound docks by the time you're free to leave.
Oh, good. What about my T3
After
droid?
filling out the paperwork, it'll be transferred with your ship along with your confiscated weapons and armor.
Oh yeah, I forgot they have our stuff. Give me back my stuff. Well, at least we weren't
Well, now
relegated trial
We
or
can't
anything
just
like
stick
that.
around. We need to find a way off the station. Whether it's the Ebon Hawk or some other ship. We could hit Nar Shaddaa, maybe. If you've got people coming after you, it's where you go to get lost in the crowd.
Nar Shaddaa, the most famous planet that isn't part of the Star Wars main storyline. It's been actually it's more important than the Old Republic storylines of anything. Or wait, well, maybe not major importance, but it has a lot of places going to that planet. But anyway, you know that from. Let's see. Why do we need to leave? Because we're being chased by Sith assassins, of course. What do you think, Kreia? Let's not discuss this now. You know that from experience?
Hey, everyone needs to get lost once in a while. Get away from something, you know? It's no big deal.
True. Everyone needs to get away. Everyone needs to just go on a trip. Why do we need to
Look,
leave?
this place is a waste. If Telos wasn't doomed before Paragus blew, it is now. Even more so if your friends from Paragus come calling.
Oh yeah. Why would Telos be doomed?
Because it depends on Citadel Station, and the Citadel depends on Paragian fuel and the Republic's senators. The Citadel's fuel source went up with the mining facility, and the bickering senators? Not something worth counting on.
Yeah, bickering senators. That's something that pertains to all walks of life, no matter how old or new you are. Oi. What do you think, Kreia?
It is difficult to say. I feel we came to Telos for a reason, but we may have spent too much time here already. Even if the Harbinger was destroyed at Paragus, more Sith could already be on their way.
Oh,
Still, There is a chance we might learn of other Jedi here, on the planet's surface. Jedi who might help us restore your abilities, or sever the link between us.
Well, what do you think?
Wait, aren't I supposed to be the last Jedi? Isn't that what you told me before? Although technically, even though we're not really part of the monastic order being exiled. Because isn't the Jedi Order just a group, basically? Not... Yeah, whatever. Let's see. Stay or explore Telos. We need a ship. Let's find the Ebon Hawk. Why don't we ask the Republic to help against the Sith? Other Jedi, I should see if I can find anything out there. Why don't we ask the Republic for help? I know why we're not going to ask for help, but...
The Republic? They can't even properly fund and manage a space station, let alone fight an enemy as cunning and ruthless as the Sith. Even if somebody believed us, the Republic won't be any help. Believe me, I know. Only the Jedi threw the Sith back last time around.
He may be right, but whatever we do, we should move quickly.
What was up with Kreia just like sliding around? Woo! Alright, well well, I think that might be a combination of emulation and the game itself, so... Can we actually still check that? Or... No, okay. Alright, well now we actually get to finally explore the... Oh, you know, I realized I didn't have my... Is this what happens when you wear your basic outfit, is this? Huh, interesting. Well, anyway, let's explore Telos? I think they said Telos, so... Let's check our fellow apartment. Yeah, we're nothing here. Oh well. Alright. Let's just see if there's anything to steal. Even though we're oh, and I can't looks like I can't unlock it. Okay. Well, I can't like security tunnel it or anything like that. Nope, nothing there. Alright. Well, that was a waste. Wait, we came out of that one, so... Oh, that must be where the
Czerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore order.
The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim. Medical supplies are in short supply and high demand.
A little bit of a backdrop on the world of what's going on right now. Let's just take a look around. This place isn't that big. Don't worry, folks. We'll actually get to plant jumping here eventually, but it'll be a little while until that actually occurs. So, nope. It's gonna be me meandering for a bit. Nope. What do you mean I can't just walk into people's houses? What the? I told your boss already. I'm getting your credits. I have a good contact with Czerka. Oh. Well, you're not from the exchange. What do you want? What does the exchange want with you? Nothing. Nothing at all. Do you need a droid repair? Because if not, I have much work to do. Do you sell droid parts? Yes, I do. So, okay, we can buy crap from him now. Let's see. Repair kit, spikes. Although we can get spikes from T3 eventually, so that's not... Oh yeah, we don't have any in inventory because we don't have our stuff. We got module plating, wisdom upgrade, will saves, reflex saves. Yeah, they did a lot, like in the sequel to this game, they added a lot of extra options for like droids and customizing a lot better. You know, people give the second game a lot of crap, but okay, maybe not a ton of crap, but you know, they don't give it the same respect as let's see, any new things we can create here? Not that I'm going to, just because I'll wait till we get our stuff back, but yeah, Obsidian did so many things with this game and improved a lot of like little details that BioWare didn't even think of at the time. Oh, impossible! Why didn't you even give me the chance to do it in the first place? But yeah, you gotta give props where props are due. Even if people don't like this game as much because of it having a lot of cut content as well as an abrupt ending. We'll get to that. I'll talk about that whenever we get to the game, and you'll probably recognize it too when we get to that final bit, but it'll be a while till we get there. Much longer. Story-wise, though, I'm trying to remember if this game is as long as the previous one. We get a retinal implant and a belt. We'll check that out later, but I'm thinking this game is about the same length as the previous Knights of the Republic, as far as I understand.
Hey,
so
what are you doing in my apartment?
Oh, crap. Helping myself, what does it look like? Just looking around.
Looked like you were doing more than just looking.
And you're gonna stop me? I'll be going now. Sorry, I just figured because I understand RPG rules, which means pick everyone else's crap up. And
Figured
sorry,
what?
I just figured
You just break into my apartment and take everything I own. Are you crazy?
I'm a JRPG. Well, when you put it that way.
Yeah, I thought so. Get out of here before I get the TSF.
I'll be going now. Yep. I love when games do stuff like that where it's just like, you know, pointing out the RPG fallacy of stealing people's stuff.
Did you not learn your lesson the first time? Get out of here.
I mean, the guy's clearly in the right. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, if I was playing Darkseid, I would, like, insult him or something like that, but I'm not. I'm playing the canon version of the Exile. Hello there! Who are you? My name is Hara. I'm an employee of Czerka Corporation. What do you do here? I'm a data processor. It is a thankless job and the pay is poor, but I have no choice but to take it. I had desperate need of credits, and there's little else for me to do. That's a gamble, but that is what got me in this predicament in the first place. What is this let me guess, you have a gambling debt you must pay off. What is this predicament? I used Romana, the girl of my heart, as collateral. I have a weakness for Pizak. You must understand, my hand was unbeatable. There was no way I could lose. You bet your girlfriend? Really? Really? That is a major addiction. Let me tell you. You should never wager more than you can afford to lose. Perhaps you cheated, but you did. You should never wager more than you can afford to lose. Wisdom was lost on the heat of the moment, however. My weakness, I'll never play a game of chance again. That's why I'm working day and night, selling my own life to Czerka, but I might buy her back from Dodon. Wow, she became a slave almost instantly. But it'll take months, maybe years for me to amass those credits. Dodon could take her away from here. Good luck, I won't save you from your stupidity. What's the price for her? 2,000 credits. I was foolhardy and confident. Every penny I had, I bet on that game. I don't have actually, I don't have 2,000 credits, believe it or not. I'll see what I can do. I think I can persuade Donut to see things our way. Good luck. I'll see what I can do. Truly? Then I wish you good luck, for no amount of pleading, begging, or otherwise has worked for me. Well, I mean, we should at least... I mean, we probably shouldn't help him because he did make his own bed, but hey, you know, why not? Let's check it out. Let's see. High stakes. Hara told you about Romana, a Twi'lek owned by a Doten Het who dances in the cantina. He's wagered her in a Pizak game and lost and is trying to get her back. Arrested. Lieutenant Grant has released you from house arrest, but you must remain on board Citadel Station until the Republic completes its own investigation of the Peragus incident. You may use Apartment C3 and Residential Module 082 until the investigation is complete, and you are free to leave. Lieutenant Grant told you that Edmund Hawk's IND is complete, but you must visit the TFS Station Entertainment Module 081 and complete the paperwork to get and the rest of your belongings out of impound. And Czerka calling. Jan Torsa, Czerka's executive office on Citadel Station, wants you to come by Czerka office in Residential Module 082 East. She wants to offer you contract as well as prevent you from aiding the Ithorians. Yeah, we're probably not going to go talk to them. I mean, you have a... Why is there a door here when clearly the map does not show a door? But anyway. But yeah. Well, I mean, you could talk to him if you want to. There's nothing hurt to actually talk to him. It's just... It's pretty obvious what they are in terms of, like, character choice. And another door that's here, but the map shows that it's not possible. But anyway. As far as I don't think there's anyone to actually talk to, like, on the actual walkways. I think it's just people... Well, there's Czerka Corporation if we want to actually get their side of the story. But, I mean, you can tell that she's pretty much the dark side option. Well, okay, maybe not true dark side. I mean, you can do certain quests without, like, getting super dark points, but there's some that are pretty obvious. Oh, this is the exchange, apparently. Let's see what the wall terminal says there. Hey, get away from there! Oh, I'm sorry, I was just checking it out. Hey, you have no business with the exchange. Get out of here! I'll be going now. Well, I'm not going to threaten him because I'm not that type of guy. Okay. Well, I mean... Yeah, let's see what, let's save it really quick. Just in case. And just in case if the, like, game kind of messes up a bit. which happens every once in a while. Nope. Well, let me check that. Yeah, let's check out Czerka Core. Let's see. We don't have to do what they want. We can just listen to what they say, and then if we don't want to do it, we can. Oh, the music was playing and then cut off. What's wrong with you, games? Why would you do such a thing? Yeah, we're still not out of the truly exploring, because we have some exploration in progress in here, but it's not a whole lot. You know, it's still haven't really opened up the game for the most part. We're close, but the game just wanted to put us on one more little bit of a detour.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Czerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. How may I help you?
What can you tell me about Czerka?
Czerka Corporation has operations on many systems, providing everything from medical supplies to starship weapon systems. Here on Telos, Czerka Corporation is involved in the restoration project, which Czerka hopes will serve as a model for future operations of this nature.
Are we going now? Huh, we asked to go see... Or we asked to go see Jan, and then we don't get the option to ask him again about
Good
that,
day.
so...
How may I
Okay,
help?
let's, we want to see
Of
Jan.
course. She has been expecting you. You will find her through the door and down the hall on the right.
Okay. Alright. Let's see. Nope, nothing here. Oh, mercenaries. Oh, that's always a good sign. A utility droid. Beep, 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 boop. What's the, what are the
I
mercenaries
hear
have to say?
Asgul's been paying mercenaries to go to Dantooine. Can't figure out why anyone would need mercenaries for a planet full of farmers.
They used to be the House of the Jedi Council.
I
but-
hear Asgul's
or
been
one of
paying
the-
mercenaries to go to
wait,
Dantooine.
Oh, okay.
Can't figure out why. I hear
Repeating yourself,
Asgul's
are
been
we?
paying-
Alright, great.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks for that game.
Can't figure out why.
How about you, ladies?
Czerka put a capable. I've got every faith she'll do things right.
Yeah, I guess if you're looking for your bottom line, sure.
Lorso isn't the most popular executive I've worked under, but I'll say one thing. She gets the job done.
I guess that's the only thing you can expect from executives, except for not listening to actual except for being reactive instead of proactive, which is most
Only
corporations.
authorized Czerka personnel are allowed beyond this point.
No.
Only
Can't go to
authorized
the
Czerka personnel are allowed beyond
can't go to the mainframe, huh?
I knew you'd come eventually. I'm confident that we will be able to reach a working agreement satisfactory to both you and I. But where are my manners? On behalf of Czerka Corporation, I would like to be the first to welcome you to Telos.
Welcome. Alright, what do you have to say? Let's see. Decide to help the Ithorians. Mention work. What do you have to say about the Ithorians' complaints?
I can understand why you might be on their side, but believe me, you wouldn't be doing Telos any favors assisting those amateurs. Oh sure, Habat's intentions are good enough, but good intentions won't restore Telos. His expensive policy of relocating biological specimens from Onderon without any planning will doom Telos in the end. I don't think Habat even realizes that at their current pace, they will run out of funding before even half of the restoration zones are up and running. Czerka plans to use some of the planet's own resources to help fund the restoration. These extra funds will greatly improve the project in the long run. Habat, on the other hand, can't see beyond his own selfish concerns.
Oh, by the way, I think if Jan or whatever, I think has a Miriam or whatever they're called. They're like a green skin race of aliens that have tattoos on their faces. I think a Miriam is what they're called or whatever. You can play them in the Old Republic RPG or MMO if I remember correctly. But she makes an interesting point in terms of funding and using some of the resources from the planet to do that. But you know, corporations, it's all about their shareholders and everything like that. The planet's old resources.
We've discovered that the surface of Telos is covered with military facilities that were either destroyed or abandoned during the Sith attack. Salvaged raw materials from these sites can either be reprocessed and put back into service, or resold to help fund the project.
Like I said, she makes a good point, but you know. Very well, what can I do?
Czerka has been managing the restoration project without the assistance of a droid for some time now. Habat has commandeered the new droid intelligence that was to be delivered to the station. I'd like for you to meet the shipment at Dock Module 126, Shuttle Bay 2, and bring the droid back here before the Ithorians foul things up again.
Wait, you want me to steal the Ithorian's droid?
Requisition, if it helps. As the Republic's fund for the restoration of Telos is now divided between both parties, it really isn't stealing, as you put it. It will save the Republic time and money if we cut through the process of having a droid transferred to us. It will be better for Telos in the long run.
If you want me to do this, it'll cost you. I'll have to think about it. You're asking me to commit a crime. I won't do that.
If you're worried about the TSF, don't be. If they poke their noses into your business, I will personally take care of it. But
by passing a few credits their way?
The TSF understands the importance of letting us do our work.
Or credits in their pockets. I'll have to think about it.
Very well then. I hope to see you soon.
Yeah, it always starts at one little spot, you know, stealing here, a little bit there. It's all for the greater good. The greater good. But yeah, if we want to help them out, we have to steal that droid from the Ithorians to give it to them. So, if you want to do that, hey. I mean, you don't have to play exactly like I have to, or how I'm doing it, so play however you want. But really, in the grand scheme of things, it's better just to focus on one... well, okay, maybe your first time playing the game, it's best to focus on a specific playstyle, either light side or dark side, and just go from there. If you're playing through like your third or fourth time, then yeah, kind of mix it up if you want to, just to see slightly different results, or if you just like playing that way. But I don't know where I was going with that. I think I was just talking about playstyles and everything. So. Alright, well, let's go see Chodo Habat and see what he has to say. Because, like I said, Czerka Corporation does make a decent point. It's just, you know, they want to go about a, well, not an ethical way, as you say. And, of course, like all things, they try to twist it into twist it from what it actually is. Well, loot crates are gambling. They're just, you know, shiny boxes, and you can't actually get money for them. And no, it's gambling. No, it's gambling. I shouldn't talk about stuff like that in these videos, especially since it dates it so much. But anyway, let's need to talk to the Ithorians and get their side of the story, and then also see if there's any other little quests or things we can acquire here. In this station before we head off and try and get away from these Sith assassins. Oh yeah, I need to level up Kreia whenever I get the chance. Oh, what's this? Citadel Station Information Terminal, main menu. Resident Module 082, West Ithorian Compound. Level Information Terminal. Level is accessible from other information terminals. Please use your command. Oh, it's downloading the map. Air map has been downloaded. Downloaded. Transit to... Oh, and we can... Wait, so we can skip to the mall? Okay, well, we haven't unlocked anything else, so we can't do that, but... okay. Let's see... Anything in there? Oh, this is the Ithorian compound. Yeah, let's go and... check it out. Why not? Welcome! How may I help you? What is this place? This is Citadel Station's Ithorian compound. Much of the herd is that helping with the Talos restoration dwells and works here. What can you tell me about the restoration process? The Telosian government asked that my herd help them rebuild their destroyed world. This went well until Czerka came. But I should not speak ill of others when they are not present. I will say no more of Czerka. Well, I wish most people would act like that in the real world. Moses sent me to speak with Chodo Habat. Ah, you are the Jedi Moses spoke of? I will open the doors for you now and inform Chodo Habat of you. He will be pleased to see you. Now, let's see what he has to say about the situation. Why do I feel like they're going to be a bit more calm about it? Okay, so... Vivarium? What's Vivarium? Oh, is that just a type of plant room or something like that? Oh, what's this? This appears to be a Connie plant, one of many specimens the Ithorians are mining for the restoration project. Huh. Well then. Welcome to the restoration project's vivarium. What do you do here? I monitor the growth of the plant specimens collected here. Each of the processes, the species found on the plant's surface are represented here. It is important that we observe growth patterns in a controlled environment before large areas are transplanted. I'll be going now. Yeah, does that tell us anything? Check the security system. Sure. Oh, no, we're not going to deactivate. Why would we do that? I guess because reasons. Alright, anyway. Let's see. I assume Chodo is like around here. Actually, let me see if they say anything interesting. Solution Council's inability to stand up to the Czerka comes at great cost to our herd. Looks like it's the same thing. What about you say? Yep. Yeah, it looks like they all repeat themselves. Yeah, most of the Knights of the Republic games are just BioWare games in general. NPCs don't really. Well, I don't know. Maybe later games, I guess, get a lot more options for saying. But these games, they only have like a lot of them only say like one thing or another. Okay, there's Chodo. There's Moza, the guy who talked to us, I think, on the phone or came to our apartment earlier. Let's see what this does. The computer displays wildlife statistics for the restoration project. Oh, okay then. Well then. Alright, well, time to see what Chodo Bot has to say about the restoration project. It'll give us something to do until the Republic ship arrives, so we can be officially cleared of our name and our past deeds. So, will we decide to help the Czerka steal the Ithorians' robot, or will we help the Ithorians do a good deed despite the cost that'll put towards the Republic? Find out next time in the next episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2: The Sith Lords. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. And may the Force be with you.